Good morning. Hope everybody's safe and well. I wanted to talk about how this time of year can be quite disturbing if you're not sort of in touch with yourself. But if you are in touch with yourself, this is the perfect time of year to really go inwards. And if you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed lately, you've been feeling a little bit discouraged, or you've been feeling like maybe you've been suffering from a little bit of procrastination, a little bit of confusion, lack of motivation, a really good one that I've sort of like come into tune with lately is that my sleep pattern's not very consistent, and then when I actually do finally get to sleep, I'm struggling to get up and moving again. And this is just a normal time of year, and I wanted to make this video quite a few weeks prior to this, but I didn't, because I wanted to be more observant on how I was reacting or what was actually going on inside of me. Now, I've been in this season before. I've not had many of these seasons pass me by in my life where I've actually been awake to what's happening, not only outside of me, but what's happening inside of me. Now, if you look at nature, you know, the pretty obvious signs, though, you know, winter's coming, the leaves are turning brown, they're falling off, plants, animals, things are going into a dormant state, and the nights are getting longer, the days are getting shorter, the weather, the temperature's dropping, and, you know, the usual stuff that happens when winter starts to come. But this is the perfect time to utilise what we've got and how the seasons are going to be changing from now on. So when it comes to this change, you know, it's important to realise that you are not separate from your environment, and actually you are being influenced by your environment a lot more than you probably expect or realise that you are. And you know, this time of year, everything goes into a dormant state. Now, this doesn't mean that you be lazy and you just do nothing, but all plants, right, all the outside world goes into a dormant state. What happens is they start to grow down. They don't grow up anymore, right? They grow down. And animals will do the same. They'll start to hibernate, they'll start to harvest, they'll start to reap food, eat fats, store energy, slow down. But be clever with that. Don't slow down into relax. This is all about rest and release, because throughout the year we have, through no choice of our own, gone through specific experiences in our life which causes discomfort, irritable, restless, discontentness, memories, experience stored in subconscious mind, the chakra, other areas of your body, aches and pains, etc. And sorry, there's a big puddle here. This is the time to rest and release. Now, all the plants, as you can see, nature itself has gone into this dormant state, but that doesn't mean that it's not growing. Now, don't underestimate your growth because you don't feel like you're growing on the surface. Now, this is a time of year where you need to follow and stay in tune with what's going on around you and use that to your advantage, going, what's the world doing? I wondered if I copied what the world's doing, if I'd feel more in tune with where I am right now, and I'd feel more in tune with the season that I'm in. And you know, when I started doing that, and I did that last year, and I gone, you know what, it's time to sort of like rest. It's okay to slow down a little bit. That doesn't mean that I'm not being productive. That doesn't mean that I'm not progressing. That means that I'm aware that on the physical plane, it's okay to slow down, but that doesn't mean I have to stop on a spiritual level or an emotional development and start growing them roots and them parts of my life and them areas that I do not see. Just like the areas of these and the plants and stuff you don't see, but these will continue to grow downwards throughout the year, through the winter seasons, so that when a new season comes about, they can ultimately blossom and replenish and replace and renew and regrow and bear full of fruits. Be more fruitful, be a more educated person, be a healthier being, be a more consistent, be a more clear passage for energy, or the life's energy to flow through you, and remove these blockages that we've, through no fault of our own, just being a human being, have collected over the last year. Because life's not always, we don't always perceive life as nice, when these experiences can sculpt who we are, but ultimately create things inside us that will make us be or become something that we do not want to be, based on a negative past experience. Now, this time of my life, I'll tell you exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be not only adapting to the season, I will be going against the grain, because I want to stay productive, I want to stay positive, I don't want to be on the back foot. Now, this means for me that I'm still waking up at the same time as what I used to. So I used to wake up at 6 o'clock and it was daylight. Now I wake up at 6 o'clock and it's pitch black. But now I wake up at 6 o'clock and it's pitch black. I go straight into prayer, meditation, and I go deep into that stuff, and I start to look within, and I start to look at what areas of my life do I need to be more rooted. What experience have I had this year that's caused me to act differently and change who I have become, that are no longer serving me? I hope that makes sense to you. But when it comes to this time of year, that's what we need to be doing. Going inwards, digging deep, prayer, meditation, hyper-awareness, behaviours, looking at your sleep pattern, being more productive doesn't necessarily more movement. I can actually be more productive with less movement. I don't want to mistake movement for progress, and just because I'm not progressing doesn't mean that I'm have to stop moving, and just because I've stopped moving doesn't mean that I'm not progressing. This is the time of year where you need to be working on the stuff that nobody sees, so that when it comes time to bear fruits in the summer, and it comes to show off, and it comes to blossom into a new stage or a new area or a new chapter of your life, even, other people surely will be the first to notice. I hope this has helped somebody when it comes to feeling a little bit like, not sure what's going on. It's just winter. It just takes that adaptation. It just takes that acceptance that I am part of life, and this is my time to sort of rest and release. It's time to slow down. It's time to rest mentally, grow spiritually, root yourself physically, go into that inner stuff and sort of like get some emotional maturity going on, really rest and release, and look at them things that cause you to act a certain way, and them negative patterns and them feelings and thoughts that keep reoccurring, and release them. Stay blessed, guys. Stay in tune. I hope this video helps somebody. It certainly helped me get in touch with myself, and here's to another day of self-awareness. Stay blessed, guys. Love you all.